Helen Zille got bounced from Nkandla. What the hell was she thinking? Why would you go to Nkandla dressed like that? And why did you have to tell everyone the exact day and time that you were going there? What were you expecting? A warm hand towel and complimentary drinks for welcoming you? No, Helen, that's not what happens. I'm not saying those people should have kept you out. I'm just saying you asked for it, right? You asked for it. You don't see Julius Malema marching to Orania willy-nilly. Okay, South Africa, that was a bad example. It was a horrible example. In the light of the general sense of discontent in our country, we would like to tell the people of South Africa, please don't panic. Please, the liberties that you fought for are not in vain, even though it may seem this happened ages ago. We, as a country, are still in unison. These scenes in Parliament arose from Thulas Nxesi, Public Works Minister, having to answer questions from members of opposition, raising issues with the cost of Zuma's palace, Lost City, whatever you call it, which is costing us an arm and a leg. Even the IFP, who were last relevant when Rick Astley was a pop star, had something to say. Look at this guy. He's a friend of the Godfather, Tony Soprano's brother himself, Gotcha's right-hand man, came with a Donald Trump hairpiece. Mario Ambrosini asked very pertinent questions. But I was asking myself, what was the mafia doing in Parliament? Take it away.
We understand that under the existing secrecy laws, as unconstitutional and effective as they may be, secrecy is an option by government. Why not waiving secrecy on a matter of public interest?
Answer the question, Mr. English. Answer the question.
Speaker, with due respect, I didn't understand the first question.
Mr. Ambrosini was on a roll and he could not be stopped. Take it away, my man.
Honorable Ambrosini, when you speak, you're supposed to speak for 1 minute. It's the second time now. I realize every time I'm saying your time is up, you continue speaking even if I'm saying time is up.
You did not say that my time was up.
I did.
No, you said, Honorable Ambrosini, Honorable Ambrosini, Honorable Ambrosini. You just did not say my time is up.
Hey, you gonna let him speak to you like that? You have 3 seconds to reply. You have 3 seconds. Come on, Madam Speaker.
This will come back to you.
Basically, South Africa, what she wanted to say was, ngizakubonisa, ngizakubonisa wena, Italiano. Such an odd comeback to have in Parliament. This thing will come back to you. That's crazy. You can tell she's not the real Speaker of Parliament. She's like the deputy. If this is what happens when the cameras are on in Parliament, imagine what happens when people are not watching. It must be rock and roll.
Point of order, Comrade Deputy Speaker. Point of order. Madam Speaker, could you please make sure that all of the cameras are turned off? I have a very important matter to discuss with the House. Okay, they're off. Now, there was a plain low-fat yogurt in the fridge this morning, clearly labeled as belonging to Honorable Madlingozi. That is I. Now, damn it, there are some rogue elements among us here who unashamedly went and ate it all up. These bastards have the cheek to leave the empty tub in there for me. Madam Speaker, some of us are trying really hard to stick to certain diets. Like, for instance, the Dukan diet. But these rogue elements among us do not want to see us lose this excess weight. They would rather have us continue eating these counter-progressive creamy scones and quarter chicken served in the canteen. Now, this is not the first time that I have brought forward the issue of food theft for the parliamentary communal fridge. Honorable Speaker has repeatedly ignored my calls to deal with this deplorable behavior, thereby contravening Section 2C9B of Parliamentary Handbook. Honorable Speaker, this is blatant theft and sabotage, and I implore you to deal with it accordingly.
That's it. That's it, South Africa. I am moving to Australia. I've had enough. I have had enough. No, I'm not moving to Australia. I'm joking. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the break with David Kibuka and Chester Missing. Send us emails at lnn@etv.co.za. And yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. We're now crossing over to David Kibuka, who is in America covering the elections. Dave, what's happening there?
The US elections happened yesterday, and it made me realize that maybe we expect too much from our leaders in South Africa.
What do you mean?
People in South Africa act like we can just wish away the effects of apartheid, as if Nelson Mandela was the tooth fairy and apartheid was the rotten tooth. But apartheid didn't just disappear, and the only shiny thing that was left under anyone's pillow was the arms deal.
But Dave, aren't our politicians supposed to be working hard towards getting rid of the effects of apartheid?
How can they when they themselves are the products of apartheid? Just like South Africa has poor education and poor healthcare because of apartheid, we also have a lot of poor quality politicians. So because of apartheid, our government is like the Bafana of politicians.
So you're saying our current politicians aren't up to scratch because of apartheid, Dave?
Barack Obama went to Harvard, but because of apartheid, our guy never even went to crash. So we should actually congratulate Jay-Z for having learned how to read. Obama was doing his master's when our guy was busy learning the elbows connected to the arms deal, the arms deal's connected to the shower tap.
Dave, why not vote for other people then?
Other people like who, Loy? Because the DA is not new white people, it's a lot of those old white people who used to support the National Party.
What about the people who say that the Western Cape runs more efficiently than other places in South Africa?
Wine farms were built on the DOP system, where the farmers would pay the workers in alcohol. Then the workers' babies got fetal alcohol syndrome. Wine farms may be beautiful, but how would you like it if when your child was born, instead of wanting milk, the child wanted a glass of red wine, Roy?
So Dave, you saying we should accept low standards?
No, what I'm saying is because white South Africa controls the media, they constantly tell us that the country is about to explode. Meanwhile, this is the best time that South Africa has ever had in its history. Just listen to YFM.
What do you mean the best time in history, Dave? You might want to explain yourself.
Like I ask you, when was a better time than today? Was 1948 better, or was 1976 better? Or was it better in 1995 when black people had to pretend to be interested in the Rugby World Cup?
So you're saying that the government is doing a good job. I'm not understanding you.
I'm saying that the government is doing a better job than any government that South Africa has ever had.
Dave, so who are you going to vote for?
Thank you, Lord.
Are you going to vote for them, Dave? Dave is gone. I hope we'll see him next week. The World Economic Forum released its financial development report this last week, and surprise, surprise, South Africa was ranked in last place for maths and science education. Stone cold last, number 62. But don't worry, comrade, it's not about who came first. It's about having fun and showing team spirit. But why so bad? Huh? Some people have even offered opinions on this. Even the last CEO of apartheid, the former Minister of Bantu Education, Frederik Willem de Klerk, has been voicing his opinion. Frederik Willem. It sounds much more hardcore than FW, because now FW we are. Okay, anyway, addressing the business leaders this last week, the Nobel Prize winner, also known as Mandela's +1, hit out at the ANC and its wealth distribution policies. Frederik Willem de Klerk admitted that the country's woes had been inherited from apartheid, but it was unfair to blame all of the problems on the past. He added that the ANC was primarily responsible for the current crisis. We're not stupid, Joe. You know what it means for you to be the president of apartheid, Joe? You were so good at this apartheid thing that apartheid people said, no, you'll be the captain. Does he have Alzheimer's now? Has he forgotten that he was the main oppressor? We need to see some stats, huh? So just so we work this out as a country. Just so we work. Luckily, census results have just been released and our experts have the numbers.
I have a singular honor to present to you the South Africa I know, the home I understand.
How are you going to have a guy dressed like the knick-knack man telling us about population stats? Shame, man. He's probably been waiting for 10 years to wear that outfit, huh?
Census always gets criticized, and I think that criticism is welcome.
Forget this talking lemon. Here at LNN, we are going to break down some of the stats you might have missed. The population of Gauteng has grown from 9.2 million in 2001 to 12.3 million in 2011. This means a 20% growth in population in Gauteng. Yo, Jim has been coming to Joburg for days. Coincidentally, 89% of the population in Gauteng has access to pipe water, which is mountains away from the 22% in the Eastern Cape and 14% in Limpopo, respectively. Hey man, Gauteng doesn't even have water naturally. Naturally, we don't have water. Gauteng, Baba, you can buy cavellas and water. It's nice here. You want one? No, there's a lot where this came from. So in other words, it's not a miracle that Gauteng is so populated. Huh? People are here coming to flush toilets. They're like, I just want to this thing. That's how.
I was in Rambek where I saw them watering the garden with a sprinkler. Pa, 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 pa. That's the sound of the sprinkler. Oh, Rambek, emetzing.
The population of white people decreased between 1996 and 2001 because they didn't trust the government of former terrorist Nelson Mandela. But it has since increased gradually. I guess there is no note for note in Australia. Let's face it, the census did not have the best news for us. We might have come a long way since apartheid, but the census revealed that black people would only catch up to white people in 50 years. 50 years! And that's assuming white people will wait for us, huh? White people don't have time for that. They're out. They're like, we're going to the moon, I guess. Using a time-traveling technique, which is too complicated to explain to your little mind at home, South Africa, we have beamed to 2062, where we have a black person who's caught up to the white people. We've all caught up, apparently. We're joined now by Vuyo in the year 2062. How is 2062?
Dude, please, call me Vuvu. That Nguni way of talking died with Mandela, eh? But yeah, we've caught up, eh? We're here now, buddy. And we don't drive BMWs on residual anymore. We lease out Audis and Mercedes-Benzes, dude. And I'm a junior management at a private firm, not a government department. Like proper stuff, dude. Like offices and lifts and stuff and clients.
All
not
right.
tenders, clients, Lloyd, clients.
Okay, how do we do it?
Education, Loishu. Edumacation, buddy. Once we find that Blades Monday, dude, the university started working, we went to class, got degrees, and we even got proper qualified black lecturers, dude. It was a beautiful thing. Black lecturers, black students, and there were textbooks, dude. Actual textbooks, buddy.
Okay, so tell us, where are all the white people?
Oh, just like it. All the white people don't go to school anymore, hey? They have chips inserted into their brains, dude, to give them the meaning of life. They don't even need to go to do yoga anymore. No more yoga.
So are you taking your wife and kids to the moon as soon as you get your promotion?
Oh, dude, this is like 2062. Black people have children in their late 30s now. None of that teen pregnancy stuff that you guys used to do back in the day, eh? And besides, I'm only like 28. Even by the time I have children, I'll still be on that waiting list for the moon estates, dude. Like that Moonfontein kind of vibes, dude. It's like trying to get into a club in Cape Town, dude. They look at you, and then suddenly it's like a private party, dude. And they even have like boom gates in the moon, dude. Like they got boom gates on the space stations.
Boom gates? So you telling me there is apartheid in the moon now?
Dude, it's called lunar segregation. That's what we call it, eh? Look, they are like some doggos that made it to the moon, okay? But they're still paying off those chips, eh? Those Mandela and Sikhwala kids all got chips. And I hear they're sweeping moon dust for the whitos up there.
That's it. I hope I'm dead by 2062. South Africa, don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the break with Mr. Chester Missing. Find us on Twitter, Facebook. Send us emails at lnn@etv.co.za. That was depressing. Welcome back. This week, Chester Missing spoke to Sihle Zikalala. It must have been hectic, that one. Take it away, Mr. Missing.
Hey there, we are talking to the Secretary General for the ANC in KZN, Sihle Zikalala. How's it going, man?
Great, how are you?
I'm blazing. You're tiny. You're the smallest SG in the country. No offense, but who the hell are you? We've never heard of you. Where have you been?
I've been in the ANC Youth League. We grew up in the mass democratic movement.
I wouldn't use the word grow up in your situation. You just hang around. Listen, with respect...
But we've been in the Youth League. I've been the provincial secretary of the Youth League.
I heard about that.
I also became the secretary general of the Youth League.
The secretary general of the Youth League?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought that was a road to unemployment. Why are you here? What are you trying to tell us?
Well, the issue here, critical issues about the membership of the organization in the province.
Yeah.
It's not just a question of the membership, but the organization, including organizational structures, have been growing in the organization, especially since 1994.
Why should we believe you? I mean, you know, because for the rest of the country, with respect, you're from KZN, we think your auditing firm is Shake and Associates.
No, we've been audited by the national, like all other structures of the organization.
No,
You're
but
becoming
I mean,
too
seriously,
funny. Why people who are not in the organization will
Isn't this just
audit the
election
organization? No.
Oh my
Don't
God,
be so naughty.
I hit you back. I hit you back.
Don't be so naughty.
God. To be honest, isn't that why KZN seems like it's growing? Because next to Kulubuse Zuma, it seems like your size is really big.
No, we are not that size. You know Kulubuse.
Yeah, I know. He's getting rounder and rounder. It's almost like he's the 10th province. Why should we believe you? See, people are doubting you. I know it's unfair, but you're going to KZN, you know, it seems like you guys are all unamanga. You know, even your provincial minister for economic development, Mike Mabuya Kulu, and your speaker, Peggy Nkonyeni, are all on bail for corruption. I mean, if you guys were any more dodgy, Dari Tambo would turn you into a suit.
That is not the issue.
We were told that the ANC in KZN has grown by 90,000 people from January to September this year.
That's not a fact. It's not from January. Go to the report of 2010.
The report of 2010.
In the National General Council.
National General Council.
Yes, there the SG indicated that KZN was growing.
It's
growing.
was
reaching 300,000 members in 2010.
Yeah, we know
and
you
now
guys
we've got 331. What's
331. My God, that's amazing. What are you guys are going door to door, aren't you?
Door to door?
You are like Jehovah's Witness political people.
You
go walking. Hello, have you found Zuma?
No, you go door to door, you recruit people, you explain to them what the ANC is about.
Let Zuma into your lives.
And they let them join the ANC.
Come into the ANC and find the holy light of Zuma.
People support President Zuma. They like President Zuma, but they join the ANC, not that they join him as an individual, but they join the organization.
Nobody joins Zuma as an individual, you join Zuma as a wife. Now, KZN is like the America of the ANC, except you don't have a Disneyland, you got in Nkandla.
We've got Nkandla.
Yeah,
Nkandla
like
is one area that is in KZN.
It's
not
Disneyland.
KZN. It's just one small area in KZN.
Yeah, no, but you like America and Nkandla is like your Disneyland. Are you okay with the fact that the president is spending so much on his house in your province?
Well, the president is available to do organizational work. He's always all over. There is not even a single person here in this country who have asked to meet the president and have failed. He is accessible to everyone. He goes to all provinces. He goes to all sectors of the. He addressed business sector. He goes to the religious sector.
Okay, yeah, we got you now. But you know he's spending 280 million on his house.
This issue of saying the president spends time in KZN is unfounded.
280 million on security, boss. Security.
Have you gone to check that?
Yes, I have. Are you basically, instead of putting him in jail, trying to build a jail around him?
No, there is nothing like that. There is nothing like that.
But I mean, that's what it looks like. You're building a big jail around the president's
house. No, there is
house.
nothing like that. You're becoming funny.
What you came on Late Night News and spoke to a puppet? I mean, what were you expecting? A poetry session?
No, you can't. Because I don't agree with you.
Of course you don't agree.
There is a freedom of speech in this country.
You are right.
Everyone has a right to speak.
Freedom of speech. That's why we must sue cartoonists and
No, that's not an issue. If you write, you must write what is correct and what is factual. You must not create wrong impression here.
That is the truth, boss. That is the truth.
Yes,
I agree
it's the
with
truth,
you.
what I'm
It's the
saying.
truth. Thank you. This guy's crazy. Basically, what he's saying is there are lots of people who are joining the ANC because they're getting tenders. Thank you.
No, that's
Thank
wrong.
you. No, that's what he said. Going down. Thank you for coming to talk to us.
Sure.
Bloody agency.
Yeah. That was like a bull in a puppet shop. And now it's time for the Morale Index, where we evaluate the country's morale based on recent events. Take it away, Mr. Tatsunkonzo.
Thank you, Lord. Yes, I'm wearing purple pants, but that's irrelevant. There's bigger things at hand. This is the moral index. One time is gone. The red and orange planes have ceased. Now the only red and orange we'll see on air is Deborah Patter on Third Degree. 4 banks said yes to pay back the passengers. If you're not with one of them, then Hike Shem. Tell Steve that you wanna change banks. Zilla tried to get into Nkandla, but she failed at that. It's like Zilla was Malema and Nkandla was Woodwork. People gave her a double G, they said she gotta go. Nkandla didn't have to stoop so low. Now it's just a village that she used to know. Cape Town's voted #1 in the world. Over 40,000 votes were cast. With 7 billion people that are living in the world, it means 6,999,000,000. And 60,000 people didn't vote. So Cape Town's a city that 40,000 people like a lot.
Thank you for watching South Africa. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, send us emails at lnn@etv.co.za. Good night and take care of yourself.
News that moves. ENCA.com.